What goes up must come down. The median home price in Orlando went up 25% in 2021. Will the home prices drop in 2022? Industry experts have made some predictions of what home prices will look like in 2022. In this video, we'll go over their pricing predictions. I'll also tell you my Orlando housing predictions and answer some common questions about the Orlando housing market. I'm going to rattle off a bunch of statistics and then we'll break it down to figure out exactly what it all means. Zillow and Goldman Sachs project home prices will rise 13.6%. Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac are predicting 7.9% and 7% respectively. Redfin is predicting 3%, and CoreLogic is predicting 1.9%. The Mortgage Bankers Association is predicting a decrease of 2.5%. If you average all of that data, it comes out to about a 6% increase. So what does that mean for home prices in Orlando? One thing to keep in mind is that all of these predictions are at a national level. Obviously, real estate is hyper-local and can vary by neighborhood and even street by street. Realtor.com is predicting that the Orlando metro area will have an 8% increase. I think that makes sense. I'm predicting an 8 to 10% increase. I wouldn't doubt if it went a little higher than that, at least in certain parts of Orlando. The reason I say that is that Orlando is seeing home prices increase higher than the national average, so I'm assuming that trend will keep going. To give you an idea of what that looks like, if a home is worth $400,000 in 2021, it would be $440,000 in 2022, assuming a 10% increase. If you want to see what homes are going for right now, I have a link in the description of my preferred properties for sale in Orlando. Some questions I get a lot are, why are the home prices going up and when will the market slow down? In Orlando, we have a bunch of people moving here who are trying to escape the cold weather or who currently live in a place where the cost of living is higher than Orlando and are looking to save money or get a bigger house. That's even before the market got crazy around 2 years ago. But now, with everything that's going on, we're seeing even more people moving here, especially because of remote workers. As I'm sure you've heard before, it's a seller's market. So what that means is there are more buyers than there are sellers. For a while now, our inventory has been about a 1-month supply. The market is at equilibrium at a 6-month supply. So because of the lack of inventory, we've been seeing people bid higher than the asking price, sometimes well over the asking price. I don't think that's going to stop in 2022. I believe the inventory is going to be just as low as it was in 2021. Maybe a little less inventory, maybe a little more. We'll just have to see what happens, but I don't think it's going to be a big fluctuation either way. What do you think will happen with the home prices and inventory? Let me know in the comments. If you're enjoying the video so far, please hit the like button and consider subscribing if you haven't already. If you are subscribed, thanks so much. It really goes a long way. Will the market slow down? Obviously, no one knows for sure. Inflation is rising quickly in the housing market and just everything in general with all the supply chain issues. However, we haven't seen a significant economic slowdown just yet. When will there be a crash? Again, we don't know for sure, but when I'm asked that question, it's usually in direct reference to the crash of 2008. If there is a crash, it would be different than how it was then. The main reason for that crash was subprime mortgages. Basically, people were being awarded mortgages who unfortunately couldn't pay for that mortgage, and by using today's standards, they probably wouldn't have been able to qualify for that mortgage that they qualified for back then. Another thing I hear people say is that they're waiting for the prices to drop. So let's say there is a crash in 2022 or maybe 2023. If we look back on what happened in 2008, the prices didn't quickly drop and crash. It went down slowly and then, of course, eventually picked back up again. So if you are looking for the prices to go down, I think realistically, even if there is a crash coming up this year, you're probably going to be waiting for 3 to 5 years until home prices drop to their lowest. Obviously, nobody knows for sure. Another question I get from people is is it a good time to buy real estate? That's a personal question that I can't answer for you. There are so many variables that go into that question, but generally speaking, I believe it's a good time to buy. The interest rates are still low, but the Fed has indicated rates will increase in 2022. I also think it's a good time for renters to buy if they're able. Here in Orlando and nationally, we're seeing a large increase in rental prices. I have a number of clients that have had their rent go up exponentially within the past year. So I think it makes sense to get into a mortgage and lock down a monthly payment so then you have a better idea of what your finances will look like year over year. So my prediction is Orlando home prices in 2022 will go up, but not as much as 2021, probably about 10%. The amount of inventory will be about the same as 2021. I think we're still going to see bidding wars and homes not lasting more than a week on the market. Toward the end of 2022, I'm hoping things will slow down as far as prices, bidding wars, and demand go, but we'll have to wait and see. If you are trying to buy in 2022, I wish you the best of luck. Check out this video about affordable homes in Orlando and this video about the cost of living in Orlando. Please reach out if you need anything. My contact information is in the description. Thanks for watching.